Showdown at the Corral. The team arrive at a rural settlement known for its large Pokémon Corral, where trainers and ranchers gather to care for, manage, and occasionally challenge their Pokémon in controlled sparring events. The episode opens with sunlight casting long shadows across fenced enclosures, the clatter of hooves and Pokémon movements filling the air, and the distant sound of trainers calling commands. Misty observes that understanding Pokémon behavior in large groups and high-density settings requires keen observation, empathy, and strategic awareness. Brock notes that trainers must assess environmental factors, terrain, and group dynamics to maintain safety and maximize the effectiveness of their Pokémon. Ash, excited by the prospect of practical training, approaches while Pikachu monitors energy patterns and potential hazards. Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle remain alert, ready to assist in coordination, protection, and tactical execution. The story begins as Ash learns that the Poké Corral is hosting a local competition in which trainers demonstrate their Pokémon skills, speed, and obedience. The episode emphasizes observation, strategy, and ethical handling of Pokémon, highlighting that trainers must balance competitive goals with the well-being of Pokémon in crowded or high-pressure settings. Misty stresses that situational awareness, adaptability, and respect for Pokémon temperament are essential, while Brock notes that proper management of the environment and team coordination is critical for success. Ash and his Pokémon participate in exercises within the corral, including obstacle navigation, speed challenges, and controlled sparring. Pikachu monitors energy levels and signals for optimal attack timing. Bulbasaur manipulates vines and terrain to assist coordination and safety. Charmander provides controlled fire for signaling or illumination. And Squirtle manages water flow to prevent environmental hazards and maintain safe boundaries. The episode demonstrates teamwork, observation, ethical decision-making, and strategic thinking, showing that effective training requires intelligence, coordination, and respect for both Pokémon and environmental conditions. During the event, Team Rocket arrives, seeking to exploit the corral's dense population of Pokémon to capture rare species. Jessie, James, and Meowth deploy mechanical traps, create distractions, and attempt to herd Pokémon into confinement, generating high-stakes hazards for trainers, Pokémon, and bystanders alike. Ash responds strategically. Pikachu neutralizes devices with precise Thunderbolt attacks. Bulbasaur and Charmander protect Pokémon while maintaining control over the environment, and Squirtle redirects water and obstacles to mitigate danger. Misty assists with observation and tactical guidance, reinforcing lessons in teamwork, ethical intervention, and adaptability under pressure. The climax occurs when Team Rocket captures several Pokémon and attempts to escape through the corral gates, endangering the remaining Pokémon and trainers. Ash and his Pokémon execute a coordinated rescue. Pikachu disables key traps with precision. Bulbasaur and Charmander manipulate the terrain to guide the captured Pokémon safely, and Squirtle stabilizes hazards while assisting in environmental control. The corral Pokémon cooperate, demonstrating trust and initiative, helping Ash's team restore order. Team Rocket is ultimately defeated and blasted off in their classic comedic fashion, illustrating that ethical leadership, strategic thinking, and collaboration can overcome complex, high-density challenges. Following the resolution, Ash reflects on lessons learned. Observation, environmental awareness, ethical problem-solving, teamwork, adaptability, and strategic coordination are essential for trainers managing Pokémon in crowded, high-stakes, or competitive environments. Pikachu and the other Pokémon demonstrate growth in trust, responsiveness, and cooperation, highlighting the importance of collaboration and leadership. Misty emphasizes attentiveness to group dynamics and environmental cues, while Brock praises Ash for strategic thinking, ethical guidance, and leadership in safeguarding both Pokémon and the community. The episode concludes with Ash and his friends watching the Poké Corral return to order, the sun setting over the fences and training grounds. Ash understands that mastery as a Pokémon trainer requires intelligence, empathy, adaptability, and cooperation alongside battle skills. Misty and Brock reinforce these lessons, while Pikachu and the other Pokémon walk confidently, demonstrating trust, cohesion, and growth in tactical, ethical, and environmental judgment. Showdown at the Poké Corral emphasizes multiple lessons: observation and group awareness, ethical problem-solving, teamwork and coordination, adaptability in crowded or competitive settings, strategic planning, and respect for both Pokémon and human participants. Ash's journey continues to integrate adventure, tactical development, and moral growth, showing that becoming a Pokémon Master requires intelligence, empathy, cooperation, and thoughtful strategy alongside combat proficiency.